धूप में कभी छाँव बनकर, लहरों में कभी नाव बनकर, धूप में कभी छाँव बनकर, लहरों में कभी नाव बनकर, लड़खड़ाए कदम थामा है हाथ, जब लड़खड़ाए कदम थामा है हाथ। मेरे बाबा है साथ, 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 मेरे बाबा है साथ। जब भी छाने लगे ये अंधेरा, मेरे संग संग चले जो सवेरा। जब भी छाने लगे ये अंधेरा, मेरे संग संग चले जो सवेरा। हर लम्हा दीप बन के जले, कांटों पे भी मेरे संग संग चले। अब तो लगता है जन्नत बनी हयात। मेरे बाबा है साथ, 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 मेरे बाबा है साथ।
Om Shanti and a very good morning. Before we start the Murli, let's take a few moments to compose ourselves, to stabilize ourselves, and connecting to the Supreme Father. Once you are plugged in, the spiritual connect with the Supreme Father, your worry is not yours anymore. Baba's sustenance and your surrender allows you, the spiritual soul, to see through any storm. The title of today's Murli, which is dated 2nd November 2004, is Become One who uplifts the self and also uplifts those who defame you. Become full of all powers and all virtues and a bestower of respect. स्वउपकारी बन, अपकारी पर भी उपकार करो, सर्व शक्ति सर्वगुण संपन्न सम्मान दाता बनो. Today, the ocean of love is pleased to see his loving children everywhere. Whether you are personally in front of Baba in the corporeal form or you're physically sitting far away, love makes all of you experience being seated close to the Father. Each child's love enables him to experience the Father being close to him. All of you children, too, have personally arrived here out of love for the Father. Bab Dada saw that every child has love for Bab Dada merged in his heart. Each one of you has the love song, My Baba, playing in your heart. That's what the song was about, Mere Baba Hai Saath. It is love that is making you detached from the body and the relationships of the body. It might sound paradoxical that how can love detach someone? Because love and attachment go together. But here, it is love for the Father that is making you detached from the body and the relationships of the body. It is love that is making you the conqueror of Maya. Where there is love in the heart, Maya runs away from a distance. So if there is love for attachments, then it's Maya playing its role. But when there is love for the Father, when there is love from soul consciousness, then Maya has no place. All the children have passed the subject of love. One is love, and the other is the treasure of all the powers from the Almighty Authority Father, the one with all powers. So, today, on the one hand, Bab Dada is seeing the love, and on the other hand, he is seeing the powers of the Shakti army. To the extent that you have love merged in you, all the powers and are also merged in you. Bab Dada has given all the children all the powers equally. He has made you master almighty authorities, ones with all powers. He hasn't made some of you those with all powers and others those with only some powers. That the power is not it's not biased, it's the same for everyone. Why? Because there is love equally for everyone. All of you say that your self respect is being a master, almighty authority, the one with all the powers. So, Bab Dada is asking all the children everywhere, does each one of you experience all the powers in yourself? Do you always have a right to all the powers? All the powers are your inheritance from Bab Dada. So, do you have a right to your inheritance? Do you have a right? Baba's asking the teachers, do you have a right? Speak after thinking carefully about it. Pandavas, do you have a right? Baba was asking all the brothers. Do you always have a right? Or is it only sometimes? At a time when you need a particular power, does that power present itself on your order in front of you? The Shakti army. Does it say, "Yes, my Lord, I am present"? Does it say, "Ji Hazur, Hazir," at the time you need it? Think about it. Look, when one has a right issue, when one who has a right issues an order, the power should say, "Yes, my Lord, I am present." When you're given an authority, then you will use that authority. You should be able to use any power at the time you invoke that power, according to the time and the situation. Have you become souls who have a right in this way? This is because the Father has given you an inheritance and you have made that inheritance yours. You have made it yours, have you not? So, you have a right to anything that belongs to you. Even in your Lokik life, even when you were children, if you look, there are certain things. Look at with the authority with which you would move in the house that you're staying in, or using the things that are there. Why? Because you're as you grow up, you see that okay, everything belongs to you. The same way, Baba is telling that whatever you have as your inheritance, where you have the authority, you will rightfully use it. Whenever there is a need to use a power in a particular way, you should be able to use it. For instance, when you have the need for the power to accommodate, that is samane ki shakti, does it obey your order and say, "Yes, my Lord"? Does it? Baba's asking everyone to at least nod in agreement, or you may wave your hand if it does. Does it obey you sometimes or all the time? The power to accommodate does present itself, but having accommodated 10 times, at the 11th time, there is a little fluctuation. It should always and easily present itself, not after the time has passed. I wanted to do this, but that happened instead. It should not be like that. If at the 11th time, or of any of the time, where in the start you've been doing it and later there is any kind of a instability or fluctuation, means Maya is taking over. You're getting back to your body consciousness. This is known as having a right to all the powers. Bab Dada has given all of you this right, but it has been seen that you have become number wise in becoming one who always has this right. Let it be always and easily. Let it be natural. Let it be your nature. The method for this is the Father is also called Hazur, that is, Lord. And it is said Hazur Hazir. the Lord is present. All the powers are also present in front of the Lord's. The children who follow every Srimad of the Lord, saying, Yes, my Lord, I am present, I accept. They always say, Ji Hazir, yes, I am present to every order. They say, Ji Hazir at every step. If you do not say Ji Hazir in following every Srimad, then every power cannot be present in front of you, the Lord, at every moment. If you follow the Father's Srimad or orders only sometimes, then the powers will also only sometimes fulfill your orders of being present in front of you. At that time, instead of being one with right, you become dependent. So Babdada checked this result. And what did Baba see? He saw that you are number wise. Not all of you are number one, but you're number wise. And it is not always easy. Sometimes it is easy, and sometimes the powers emerge with a little difficulty. Bapdada wants to see every child equal to the father. He doesn't want to see you number wise. The aim of all of you is to become equal to the father. Do you have the aim of becoming equal or of being number wise? If you were to be asked this, all of you would say that you want to become equal. So, check. Number one, do I have all the powers? Baba's underlined the word all, not only some of the powers, but all the powers. Second, do I have all the virtues? Third, is my stage equal to the Father's? And fourth, does my own stage or an adverse situation sometimes attain victory over me? If adverse situations attain victory, you know the reason for that, do you not? If adverse situations attain victory, it is when your stage is weak, and that is when the adverse situations can attack. For the original stage of the self to become always be victorious, the method is always to maintain a balance of your self respect and respect for others. A soul who has self respect is always a bestower who bestows respect. In fact, to give anyone respect is not really giving. To give respect is to receive respect. सम्मान देना ही सम्मान लेना है. One who gives respect automatically becomes worthy of respect in everyone's heart. You saw Father Brahma. Though he was Adi Dev, though he was the first soul in the drama, he always gave respect to the children. He enabled children to give even more respect from souls than he himself received. This is why Father Brahma became worthy of respect in the heart of every child. So, did he give respect or did he receive respect? To give respect means to sow a seed of love. from the heart and the hearts of others. In front of the world too, you are world benefactor souls. Only when you give souls respect with love do you experience this. So at the present time, Bapdada sees that there is a need to give one another respect. Only one who gives respect is seen to be a soul who is a bestower. Only those who give respect are the obedient children who obey Bapdada's Srimad of having good wishes and pure feelings. To give respect is to have love in the heart for God's family. Those who give respect to others are easily able to stabilize in their stage of self-respect. Those who give respect to others are easily able, to stabilize in their stage of self-respect. Why? The treasure of blessings that you receive from the hearts of those to whom you give respect easily and automatically reminds you of self-respect. Therefore, Bapdada is especially underlining this for all the children everywhere. Become a bestower of respect. And someone who is a bestower of respect would be the one who starts with giving respect to his or her own self. Because you can give something to others only when you have it with yourself. Any child who came to Baba, whether he was a weak child, someone who was influenced by his sanskars, someone who came with the burden of sins, or someone who came with strong sanskars. With which vision did Bapdada see every child? That he is my dearly beloved, long lost and now found child. He is a child of God's family. So he gave them respect and they became those with self-respect. So every Murli starts with Meethe Bacche. You have to follow the Father. If you want to become full of all virtues easily, then become a bestower of respect. Do you understand? It is easy, is it not? Is it easy or difficult? What do the teachers think? Is it easy? Is it easy to give respect to some, and difficult to give respect to others? Take a moment right now and look at the people around you in various communities where you would see that it is easy for you to give respect to some, but there are these few souls to whom it is difficult, maybe next to impossible for you to give respect. Your title is One Who Uplifts Everyone. You are those who uplift even those who defame you. So check. Do I have the vision, attitude, and awareness of being one who uplifts everyone? Do you relate to yourself like that, or you find it difficult? To uplift others is to uplift the self. So, what are you going to do? So I was listening to one of the discourses early this morning, and it was talking about, incidentally, it was something on the same lines that I heard. And the way it went is I penned it down that mujhe devta banna hai. Why we are here in the spiritual journey is because we want to uplift ourselves with all the toxicity that is around us. We want to cleanse ourselves and come out clean. We want our aura to be clean. And there are times where we fall because of our old sanskars. So this gave me an opening when I was listening to this discourse, that no matter how the other person is behaving, why would I give respect to them? Why should I? But the answer that I got is that I would give respect to them because mujhe devta banna hai. I want to be uplift. I want to uplift myself. And when that clarity is there, that vision is there, that perspective is there, then the question of the difficulty does not arise. So the only path that we take on walking is the path of Srimad. And even Baba, when he was setting up the whole yajna, there were challenges that were there that he faced, big challenges. People have thrown stones, people have broken glasses, and it has been very challenging. But never has he ever disrespected anyone. To uplift others is to uplift the self. So Baba is asking, what are you going to do? You have to give respect, do you not? You will then be liberated from making effort to imbibe things individually. If you are yet having difficulty in, in having giving respect to people, consider to that extent it is yet body consciousness, it is yet ego. Nothing wrong about it. But when you reflect, when you introspect, that is something that you can work upon and start cleansing. This is because Bap Dada is seeing that the speed of time is moving fast. Time is waiting. So all of you have to make preparations. You mustn't make time wait any longer. What preparations do you have to make? That is to increase the speed of your perfection and equality. Do not say that you're doing it. Check how fast your speed is. The Baba is asking, is your speed fast? The time is less and the time is actually waiting. And the way we can get it is when we speed up over here. So you mustn't make time wait any longer. And there's no hard work which I can see. that we need to do. The struggle that we have is because we operate from the past hurts that are there, or to that extent from our body consciousness. The moment you come from the space of being a bestower of respect, and before that, when you come from the space of your self respect, that no matter how someone else behaves, you will not listen to anyone else who calls you with some other name. Why? Because that is not who you are. The same way, if people are alligating you, if people are speaking something about you, or people are speaking in a certain way to you, then it speaks about them, not about you. New children have also arrived here with love. Bap Dada is pleased to see the new children. Those who have come for the first time, Baba is asking them to raise their hands, and he saw that there are many. So he welcomes everyone. Welcome to the Father's home. That is your home. And Baba congratulates them. And Baba speaking to the souls from Karnataka. Those from Karnataka stand up. Congratulations for the golden chance of service. Look, you have taken the first number. So you want to remain the first number, do you not? You're those who take the number one in your efforts, in being victorious and in everything. Do not take the second number. Take the first number. Do you have this courage? Do you have courage? With your courage, you will receive 1,000-fold help from the Father. You have received a very good chance. You have accumulated a lot in your account of charity. Acha, did you have a mega program in Karnataka? You didn't? The Baba is asking, why not? Why did you not have a big program? Karnataka should take the first number in everything. Then he says, they will have the program in Bangalore. Those who have held mega programs, stand up. How many mega programs have taken place so far? So he gets the reply, maybe 8 to 10, and one more to take place. So Bap Dada is giving huge congratulations for the mega programs. How many zones are there? So he gets the reply that there are 15. Every zone should hold a big program, because then those in your cities who make complaints will not then complain. They will not complain that there is no program happening in our city. When you have mega programs, you have huge advertising, whether it is through the media, posters, hoardings, or various other methods. Then the complaints will decrease. Bap Dada likes this service, but there is a but. You have had big programs and you have already had congratulations for that. But from every program, there should at least be a rosary of 108 that is prepared. That has not happened as yet. At least 108 should be ready. At the most, 16,000. You have spent so much energy and money, and so, at the least, Bap Dada wants to see 108 become ready. You should keep the addresses of all those who came. You have the introduction of those who brought others to the big programs. So you should bring them close again. Do not think that we have done our bit just by having the program and by inviting people. Don't just say that we've done our bit. For any task that is carried out has to bear some fruit. So anything that you do, if you're having a program, make sure that you get the fruit of at least having 108 come out of that. So everyone who has done a big program has to give this result to Bap Dada, whether they are from the different centers or from different cities. There has to be result. Baba is asking, is this okay? And he's asking, this can be done, can it not? Baba says, if you pay a little attention, they will emerge. If you're attentive on picking out those souls, they will emerge. Because 108, to get 108 from any program is nothing. However, Bab Dada wants to see a result, and he wants to see that at least they should become students. They should become a part of the Brahmin family. They should come forward to give cooperation. Bab Dada wants to see the result this season of how many each one of you make emerge. Is this okay? Baba is asking the Pandavas, is this okay? So we will see who is number one. No matter how many you may make emerge, definitely make them emerge. What happens is that when the programs are over, there is less attention on keeping further future contact with them. It is not difficult to make them emerge. So the follow up that you may have with them after you've invited them to this spiritual learning, if you do that, then it will not be difficult. Seeing the courage of all the children, Bab Dada is pleased. Kumaris from the Indore hostel and all other Kumaris in the gathering, Baba's addressing them. Very good. Out of all the Kumaris that have come, how many hands will emerge? Kumaris can become Bab Dada's right hand. You have a golden chance. Do you know how many Kumaris there are? Note down their names and see the results of how many of them have become right hands out of all these Kumaris. Those who are living at the centers, Baba saying, they are not supposed to raise their hands, but apart from them, Baba says, tells them to raise their hands. Those who will become right hands, raise your hands. Baba says, record this on the video. All of you know that there are many invitations to open centers, but there are few hands. So there are requests for you all. So Kumari should become right hands in service as soon as possible. Put aside the little ones, but those of you who are able to do service should become ready quickly according to the time. Your dowry is ready, and the dowry is your center, the center. The center is your dowry. The bridegroom is there anyway, and the dowry is also ready. So Baba saying that, okay, I'm the bridegroom, so you can open any center and take on running it. So make preparations. You will do this, will you not? Yes, older ones can emerge. Those who think that you can come quickly, raise your hands. Look, so many Kumaris are raising their hands. The video is being recorded. Acha, congratulations in advance. Bap Dada is not seeing all the loving children from everywhere who have sent their remembrance, emails, and letters as being far away. But he is seeing them seated on the heart throne. The closest is the heart. So, Bap Dada is seeing all those who sent their remembrance from the heart, and also those who didn't send their remembrance, but are in remembrance, as being seated on the heart throne. Baba is giving a response. Whilst sitting far away, may you be number one intense effort makers. Acha, now all of you, in 1 second, not even 1 minute, but 1 second, experience the drill of the mind. And the drill is I am an angel and becoming a deity. मैं फरिश्ता से देवता बन रहा हूँ. Perform this drill of a second again and again throughout the day. Keep on speaking this to yourself that मैं फरिश्ता से देवता बन रहा हूँ या बन रही हूँ. Just as physical drill makes your body strong, so too the drill of the mind will make your mind powerful. I am an angel. I am an angelic soul who is detached from this old world, old body, and the sanskars of the old body. So that's the homework for today. To keep on planting in your mind that I am an angel and becoming a deity. To all the extremely loving children everywhere, to the souls who are always merged in love with the ocean of love, to the elevated souls who always have a right to all powers, to the souls who are loved by the Father and who become equal to the Father, to every soul who always stays in self respect and gives respect to every soul, to the soul who become worthy of respect from everyone, to the souls who always uplift everyone. Please accept Bap Dada's love, remembrance, and blessings from the heart. Together with that, Namaste to the souls who are the masters of the world. And from us children to Bap Dada, a love, remembrance, Namaste. And lastly, Baba is addressing Dadiji. You have passed as number one in giving respect. You've passed with number one. It is good. The beauty of Madhuban is because of all the Dadis. And Baba is addressing to the gathering. All of you like the beauty and sparkle of the Dadis. Just as there is sparkle and beauty in Madhuban because of the Dadis, in the same way, all of you are not Dadis, but you are Didis and Dadas. All the Didis and Dadas have to think about this and do this. Wherever you live, let there be beauty and sparkle there. Just as these Dadis are the beauty and sparkle, in the same way, there should be the beauty and sparkle in every place, because behind the Dadis are the Didis. You are no less. There are the Dadis and Didis. So, at no center should there be any dryness. Let there be beauty and sparkle. Each one of you, each one of you souls is one who brings beauty and sparkle to the world. So, whichever place you are at, that place should be seen as a place of beauty and sparkle. Is this okay? In the world, there is limited beauty and sparkle, whereas from each one of you, there is unlimited beauty and sparkle. If you yourself have the beauty and sparkle of happiness, peace, and super sensuous joy, then the place itself will be filled with beauty and sparkle because the atmosphere spreads everywhere to your stage. So each one of you has to check if there is beauty and sparkle where you live, and that there isn't any sadness. Is everyone dancing in happiness? It is like that, is it not? This is the work of all you dadis, is it not? Follow the didis and dadas. So in Sindhis, elder brothers are called dadas. Acha, today is the beginning. It is the beginning of the Indian season. So all of you have come here at the beginning. It is good. Bab Dada has had this hall built for you all. The hall doesn't have any beauty or sparkle without you. What if Baba came and these people were not here? Acha, Om Shanti. Let's take a few moments to reflect on the learnings of today and come back to share. Okay, you can unmute yourself and share.
Om Shanti, brother. Thank you, Baba. I really loved the Murli today, especially experiencing the drill of the mind. I'm an angel and becoming a deity. And I think this thought and practicing this drill of the mind will definitely help in all the other aspects which were expressed in this Murli. That you should be able to use any power at any time you invoke that power according to the time and situation. So my takeaway definitely is I'm an angel, a soul who's detached from this old world, old body, and sanskars of the old body. Om Shanti.
Very nice, sister.
Om Shanti Bhaiji. Good morning, everyone. Happy Sadhguru Day. My takeaway is I to check myself truly, am I living to the title or not, whether I am a bestower of respect or not. Baba says I have to check whether even those who defame me, am I uplifting them? And I have to check it in my vision, attitude, and awareness. And at the same time, Baba says when you do that, you actually uplift yourself. And the other point is, Baba talked about the dadis, dadas, everybody. Truly, as far as I see, Madhuban or anywhere, any centers we go also, truly there's a lot of beauty and sparkle in them. They really bring out the beauty. It's a really garden of Allah. They make it so warm and loving. When you are there, you feel at home. Om Shanti. Thank you, Baiji.
Om Shanti. Good morning, everyone. The point which I liked today in today's model, love for the Father makes you detached from your body and makes you a conqueror of Maya. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. The point in the Murli where Baba says that check whether you are using the powers at the time it's required, and then you're not regretting when it has to be used and you haven't used it. So, and Baba also mentions about power of accommodation. So, what I was getting was most of the time, what we do between people when we have any kind of conflict or relationship conversations, we may want to prove ourselves. Now, that's the time when we are expected to accommodate. Samane ki shakti ko lana hai, and that's where we keep fighting, and therefore there are upsets, anger, resentments. What is expected is in situations which are adverse, situations which are difficult, is where we are expected to use samna karne ki shakti, to use the power of beating those situations. But we otherwise do is we keep beating in ourselves within relationships with being having upset and anger. So for me, the takeaway is to check while my behavior, actions are imbibing these powers at the right time or not. Om Shanti.
Yeah, if we see in day-to-day lives, as we step out to fulfill our duties and as we interact with other souls, whether known or unknown, what is worth checking is that how easily do we get triggered by someone else's sanskars, and then we blame them. But what is worth introspecting here is to look within our own selves. Is that why are we getting triggered? Whenever we are getting triggered, first of all, we are not respecting that soul. And the other step to look at it is that we are not in that position at that time to respect that soul because we've stepped out of the seat of self-respect. Like how if you are to abuse, and you will find it filthy to use any kind of an abusive term. Why? Because you won't relate to yourself from there. The same way, how subtle the ego is that we immediately look at blaming the other person. But once we actually set ourselves in the seat of self-respect, then we can change that situation, uplift that soul. And I'm talking this from my own experiences where even I get triggered. But yes, these learnings, this sustenance allows me to get aware what otherwise I would be oblivious to. So my takeaway today is to keep checking, and that too at a fast speed. A promise to myself to remain seated in the seat of self-respect and provide that kind of a space of respect to others. Om Shanti. Amiben, can we have the meditation music, please?
Yes, sure.
So let's have this meditative music in complete silence. to introspect, to dismantle the bodily sanskars, and to newly construct ourselves from the space of self-respect and respect for others. We'll have it for 2 minutes, and then we'll complete this session. Thank you, Baba. Thank you, family. Have a great day ahead. Om
Om
Shanti.
Shanti. Thank you,
Om
Baba.
Shanti.
Om
Thank you, Baba.
Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thank you, Brother Vimish. Thank you, all of you. See you tomorrow at 5:30 a.m.